So I want to go over real quick the the difficulty in finding a job in trucking. Now I know from the way I'm dressed, it doesn't look like I'm looking to get a trucking job, but this is what the way I would dress if I was looking for any job. I don't care if it was working in fast food or whatever it is. So every trucking job that I applied for seems that they want experience. And rightfully so. You want somebody that has experience or that has done the job before. But the problem is, how do you get experience? I'm going to say for myself, I'm not thrilled about bunking up with some guy in a little small space in a truck for 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm learning the job, but I'm uncomfortable too because I'm private about my space too. I don't know this guy. And he could be either a slob or he could actually be very neat. I don't know which I might encounter. So with that said, over the road is just not for everybody. And then it's like you try to get a local job and the local guys will say, have you been over the road? No, I haven't been over the road. And what does it matter if I'm looking for a local job? You're worrying about if I've been over the road. It's almost like a monopoly or something. When I'm finding out getting into the trucking game is almost as hard as getting into entertainment business. If you're trying to become an actor or something like that. Because, it's almost a little bit of who you know. And it's not even who you know in some cases. Because I thought I had a good connect. I told him that I wanted to apply to the company he worked at. He said, put his name down as reference. I did that. He never called me. Never heard nothing from these people at all. All they did was just basically send me that automated message that they received my application, and that was it. And then the other thing with this is, let's say you do get on. So they want to pay you $600, upwards of maybe $800 a week, maybe $1,000. But keep in mind, this is before taxes. Can you imagine making $600 and then $600 net? So then now you get taxed, and how much you're gonna come with after making $600 and getting taxed up? You may only get $300, maybe $400. What kind of bills are you paying with that? I'm a grown man. I ain't got like little small bills. So that's a problem for me. And everybody you ask, it's like nobody has information. Or it's like they have information, they don't want to share it because they act like as if, if I put this guy on or something, it's gonna mess my money up. How is that? It seemed like everybody in trucking is almost like millionaires or something. Not saying they really are millionaires, but saying that like they got a formula for their success. They don't want to share with anybody because if they share that information, it's gonna affect their success some sort of way. That's kind of the way I see it in a way. I don't know why, but that's how a lot of these guys act. You ask them, how do I get in? They tell you, go over the road. Over the road doesn't work for everybody. If I was 20 years old, 21 years old, something like that, and no real responsibilities, no children, no nothing going on, no wife, yeah, that's perfect. I wouldn't even try to live anywhere. I would just live in a truck. I would say, you know what? I go over the road for a year, maybe 2 years. And then I start buying, get an apartment, get a house or whatever, and get, a car, whatever the case. But nah, that's not working for me. That ain't working for me. I have all of my endorsements. I've completed CDL school. But yet I cannot find a job in trucking. I'm like so close to just saying, you know what? I'm gonna just go back and do what I've been doing before. I feel like that. That's the way I feel. Because I have a deep experience in security, law enforcement, things like that. I don't want to do that anymore, though. I'd like to get into transportation logistics. But if it's going to be like this, I'm like, I might as well go ahead and go back to that, because I'm not begging anybody for anything. You know, it's either we're going to do it or we're not going to do it. I'm not a begging type. You know, I'm definitely more Jodeci than Boys and Men, if you feel me. So I'm just like, I don't get why it's so hard to break into this industry. And then you hear people say, well, you know, you gotta basically go through a whole year of making a little bit of money. Then the following year after that, you'll be fine. Like, you know, you have your experience and you got your pick of the litter. You can work anywhere. Well, I ain't a spring chicken. I ain't 20 years old. I ain't 21 years old. I ain't none of those. So I don't got time like that to be waiting around to get all this experience up and all that. I'll give you maybe a few months or so, maybe even a year. But I got to see progress from what I'm investing my time into. Because if I'm just sitting around just wasting these months and days or whatever like that, then what am I really doing? I don't want to do that. You know, I don't mind touching freight. Because, you know, you got some guys, like, I'm not touching freight. I need 100% no touch freight. I need to get new equipment. You know, I need to make $2,000. I'm not one of those guys. I don't need all of that. All I need basically is the job, a decent pay rate. I don't care if it's hourly or cents per mile. If it's cents per mile, you're not going to pay me 20 cents a mile. I'm not doing that. I was playing around adding up that mileage stuff early this week. I did an average of, like, say if you're averaging 2,000 miles a week at 50-cent rate. It's a joke. Now you make $1,000. You may make $1,000, maybe. You know. And no disrespect to truck drivers, because without truck drivers we can't do anything. But as a truck driver, you got to understand you came from somewhere. You know, you didn't just start off making $3,000 a week or whatever it is truck drivers make, because that's another thing. A lot of truck drivers want to hide what they make per week, because they're like somebody's going to come hit them in the head and steal it from them or something. Like, even if you had $30,000 in the bank and I rob you of face value of what you have on you in your pocket, I can't get but so much money from you anyway. So what's the big secret? What's the big secret? If you went out here and hit $1 million upside the head right now, how much money do you going to get that he actually has in his pocket? You think he got $1 million in his pocket walking around? No way. No way he does. So I don't know what the big secret is. I don't know the whole secret, what it's about. It makes no sense to me. My whole thing is, people say apply for the mega carriers. I've done that. I applied for every mega carrier damn near. And they all say the same thing. They want to throw you over the road for like a month or two. Forget about your family. Forget about your bills. If I go over the road for 2 months, I can forget it. I might as well live in a truck, because I'm going to lose everything. I'm not doing that. There has to be another way. I'll go local and touch freight. I don't have no problem with that. I'll do tanker. I have hazmat. I have a hazmat license. Hazmat endorsement. I have hazmat. I have tanker. I got doubles and triples. I just don't have experience. I would just like for a company to say, listen, let me take a chance with him. You know, I'm not some young dumb guy that is irresponsible. And I'm not saying young people are dumb and irresponsible, but I'm just saying the chances of me being irresponsible about something are way less than somebody younger than me. So I'm like, take a chance. It's kind of what it is. But I don't know. I just look at it like this. The lesson I'm going to learn, that I'm learning, not even going to learn, that I'm learning in progress right now, when I do get to a level that I want to get to, I'm going to help people. I'm not going to broadcast it, so to speak, because I know there's a lot of haters out here. There's people There's literally people in this world that are hated so bad, they don't want to see anybody get ahead. Not even ahead of them, so to speak. They just don't want to see them get ahead, period. So they'll do anything in their power to keep somebody down. That's not me. I don't care if people match my level or surpass my level. Actually, it's impressive to me when you pass my level, because that means I did my job teaching you and showing you and instructing you on how to be better. So that's what it's about with me. But that's a promise. When I figure this thing out, I'm going to help people. I'm not going to do what people are doing right now to me. But that's my rant. And I just wanted people to keep that in mind. If you're getting in trucking, just know that it's going to be a little rough. You're going to do a whole lot of research. You're going to get a whole lot of no's before you get that one yes. But that one yes is what counts and what's important. Take care.